Welcome back, Collector Dudes, and it's time for another segment of So You Wanna Be a Master. Today, we are getting to one of my favorites, actually. We're getting into my Machamp deck. It's a fighting type deck. I actually really want to take it and rework the deck itself into something different. So starting off here, we have our energies, and I only have two special energies in here, I noticed. So I have a twin energy, which is just going to provide two colorless energies, unless it's attached to a V or a GX card. Then it's only going to provide one. So that's pretty cool. I do not run any Vs or GXs in this deck at all. Strong energy. This is going to deal, if this is hooked up to a fighting type Pokemon, it's going to deal 20 additional damage. And we have 22 fighting type energies after that. And then here we have Professor's Letter, allows you to search for two basic energies, put them into your hand, shuffle afterwards. Karina, this card really binds the deck together a lot. Search your deck for a fighting type Pokemon and an item card, reveal them and put them into your hand, shuffle your deck afterwards. I run two of those. Those are really, really good for this deck. Sonia, basically just to help get out energy or basic Pokemon, whichever one you need. It allows you an option. That I think that's a pretty good card for this deck. Evo Soda, it's going to help you evolve your Pokemon. Skyla, this is just going to help you search for trainer cards, because there are quite a few trainer cards in this deck. So this helps you just specifically pick the ones that you need, and you can get them into your deck quicker, or into your hand quicker. Then we have the Fighting Fury Belt. This is one of the Pokemon tools I have in the deck. It gives your Pokemon plus 40 HP and plus 10 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So that's really nice. And then we have Professor Kukui. I don't know how to pronounce that. But with this guy, you're going to draw two cards, and then during this turn, your Pokemon's attacks do 20 more damage. So it's just another way to beef up your attack damage with this deck. Now, getting into Pokemon, we have Carbink, right? Basic energy attached to your basic Pokemon can't be discarded by effects of your opponent's attacks, abilities, or trainer cards. When I made this deck, I believe discarding energy was a huge thing in the meta, and I, just threw these in there. This is why I was saying I would like to rework this deck a little bit. I feel like I can make it a little bit better, just a little bit more go get you kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, we can make it just a little bit better, I think. So we got Rockruff next. I run 3 Rockruff in here. If I do rework the deck, this card might not come out. It might come out. I'm not sure yet. I basically have him in here for his collectability. And then once he evolves into Lycanroc, he has Rock Throw for 1, or he has Slashing Strike for 150, and you can't use it the next turn. But that's okay. Dealing 150 damage in one shot, that's pretty good. We'll take it. Next we have Riolu. I believe I have 2 different Riolus in here. This would be one of the cards that I'd probably end up taking out. I love Lucario, but he's just, as you can see, he's kind of basic. He's not very good. So, and then finally we get into the Machamp's part. So all 4 of these Machops are the same card. They all have Low Kick and Steady Punch. 1 energy for Low Kick, 2 energy for Steady Punch. Flip a coin, it does 40 more damage. Nothing too glamorous there. Then we get into Machoke, which has low kick for 1, so that's nice. If you're running low on energy, you can work your Machamp and your Machoke with just 1 energy on them. And then he has Pummel. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack deals 70 more damage. For 3, you can potentially deal 120 damage. That's not bad. And then going into it, we have the Machamps, the creme de la creme of the deck. So we're looking at right here. This is the XY Evolutions remake of the original base set Machamp. He has counter attack. If this Pokemon is your active Pokemon and is damaged by an opponent's attack, even if this Pokemon is knocked out, put 3 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. And its Seismic Toss does 120 damage. He has 160 HP. So he's probably, in recent years, this is the best Machamp to come out. I'm so happy that they reworked the original Machamp into a more modern, updated version. The old one only did 60 damage. He only had 100 health, and he only would put 2 damage counters on instead of the 3 that he does now. I also have a different Machamp in here, which has Fighting Fury. Each of your fighting Pokemon's attacks do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. And then he has Machamp Crush. It does 80 damage. During your opponent's next turn, any damage done by attacks to the defending Pokemon is reduced by 40. So that's pretty good. I mean, I still feel like the XY Evolutions one, this one, I feel like this is a better Machamp still. And then, of course, we cannot have a Machamp deck without Machamp Break in it. So this Machamp, Boomerang Lariat, it's going to deal 100 damage. And then during your next turn, this Pokemon's attack does 100 more damage. And that's before applying weakness or resistance. So, like, this thing is going to deal 100 more damage every single turn. He also gets a little HP boost. He goes up to 190. Now, additionally, say you have this out. You know, you got your Machamp. We'll use this Machamp here. So this Machamp evolves, right? We get our Machamp Break. We now have the Seismic Toss for 120. We now have the counter attack ability in addition to the Boomerang Lariat. Then, if we have the Fighting Fury belt, his HP goes up by 40, so now he's up to 230 HP, and he's going to deal 10 more damage. Additionally, if we have both Machamps out, it doesn't matter if you evolve this into the break because he's going to retain the abilities, but he's going to deal another 20 damage, so he'll be dealing 130 damage the first turn you use Boomerang Lariat. You can also have your Professor Kooky deal another 20 damage. So you can deal up to 150 damage the first turn that you attack with Boomerang Lariat. And then the next turn, you're going to deal 230, and then 330, and then 430, and then so on and so on. You can do math. It gets a little bit crazy. And the reason I really like using these two Machamps are when you're going from Machamp to Machoke to Machamp, you can see here you have, 1 to 2 energies needed. Here you need 1 to 3, and then on this Machamp and the Machamp Break, you only need 3 energies. So very quickly, you can get some energy onto these guys and use them, and they'll be ready just very fast. It just makes it very, it makes the deck flow very nicely, especially if you're getting energies out using either, whether you're using, Skyla Sonia or Professor's Letter, you're going to get up to, 2 energies into your hand per card. And I mean, you're just gonna start dealing some crazy amounts of damage. I played one of my buddies recently with that deck, and I even told him, I'm like, you know, I haven't played this deck in a while, and I don't remember if it's any good or not. I don't remember how I did with it. By the end of the match, he did not believe me. So yeah, this deck it's a lot of fun. I'd like to play with it on one of the episodes that we plan on doing, like a live TCG game. But I might also change it up before then, because I have some really cool ideas. I've gotten some really cool cards that I think would fit and make this deck perfect. So, guys, thank you for joining me today. I really, I really love going through the deck mechanics of some of these decks with you guys. If you guys have any questions, if I didn't cover something, you saw something that I didn't elaborate on enough, let me know. If you guys like the deck, let me know. If you guys hate it, let me know. So, yeah, guys, thank you for joining, and until next time, keep on collecting.